of our eternal Lord Sai, the young adults present to you a story entitled Divine Sankalpa. Our story begins on a hot Midwest afternoon in the home of young Kishore and his father. The air outside was still and heavy as the sun shone down in all its glory. Young Kishore's heart, though, was heavy for another reason. He had just lost his guide and guru, his moral compass, his best friend during his darkest hour, someone by the name of Sai Baba. And the worst part was that Kishore had never even met him.
Kishore? Kishore? Where are you, son? I'm in here, Dad. In the living room. I thought you had plans with your friend David. What are you doing here all by yourself, Kishore? Oh, I'm just flipping through this book about Sai Baba. I love looking at pictures of him during his younger days. I always imagined that in another life, I could have been one of these lucky people standing so close to him, touch his feet, talk to him, or even just have his darshan from afar. They were so fortunate, Dad.
Oh, Kishore, you've been quite fortunate too.
Quite fortunate? Dad, I never even got to see Sai Baba. So how exactly have I been as fortunate as these people?
I'll tell you how, Kishore. Your mother passed away when you were just a little child. I was so upset that you had lost the one person whom I knew would guide you and mold you into a man of character. And just when you needed her guidance the most during your teenage years, God Himself came to your aid. For the last 4 years, through SSC classes, bhajans, and service activities, He has given you the upbringing you need. That's why you are fortunate too, Kishore. Sai Baba was a mother to you.
Dad, don't you see? That's just the point. He was a mother to me. He took care of all my needs. And not just spiritual, but mental too.
Mental?
Mental, emotional, whatever. What I'm trying to say is, even though I love Mom so much, I don't suffer the pain of her loss. And that's because of Baba. He healed me. And I know He's done the same for you. But I never thanked Him in person, Dad. I never even bothered to pay Him a visit. I had 4 years to try and make a trip to Puttaparthi, but never did. And now He's gone. Is this how you treat a mother?
What can I say, Kishore? These things were meant to be. Try to focus on what you gained from the last 4 years, not on what you believe you lost. Come in. Hey, Kish. David is here to grant your wish.
Oh, Sarma, hello.
Saram, David. How are your parents?
They are fine, Uncle. Thank you. They've actually sent dinner for both of you. But be warned, it's Dad's pasta. You know, the stuff that resembles charcoal. So, I think you would be well advised to chant Arkanam, maybe twice even.
Very amusing, David. This is so kind of them. Are they at home right now? I should call and thank them.
Yeah, I think both of them are at home now. It's Dad's turn to cook today, and he wanted to try his new culinary inventions on me. So, I had to carefully plan my scale. I was wondering if
Kish wanted to go out and play tennis with me,
I'm sure he'd love to. Right, Kish? I'm going to go call your parents.
Hey, child, why are you so glum? Do you want to go and play tennis with me?
No, David. I'm not in the mood for tennis.
Come on, Kishore. Don't be a bore.
And dude, I'm definitely not in the mood for your silly rhymes, okay?
Okay, sorry. You are still upset about Swami, aren't you?
Yes, Einstein.
Yes. Swami may have left his body, but he hasn't left us. You know this. I know I haven't been a devotee for as long as you, but the way I see it, nothing has really changed. Even though I have never seen Swami in person, I've always felt his love and still do, even after,
Even after he left us without warning? Don't even get me started on that, dude. He was supposed to be with us till the age of 96. 96! That's what he said. And he left us at 85. Do you know what 96 minus 85 is? 11, Einstein, 11. 11 years too early. And dude, don't even start about that lunar calendar business. More like a loony calendar, if you ask me.
Look, Kish, who are we to say what Swami should or should not have done? I mean, he is God. I'm pretty sure he knew what he was doing. And I know what we should be doing. Playing tennis. And then we can go to the cold store for ice cream.
Dude, no. This isn't the time for ice cream. This is the time for answers. If Swami is still with us, like you say, he is going to tell me why he left before I could see him. And how he expects me to carry on all by myself.
You are right. Only Swami is capable of dealing with you now.
Yeah. So thanks again for the food, Chris. Yeah, it was great talking to you. Kishore and I will certainly visit sometime soon. So, are you two ready for some tennis? I want to go to Puttaparthi, Dad. What? What do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I want to go to Puttaparthi, Dad. It's summer now, and I have the time. I want to go. Please, Dad. We have to go. It's been months since Swami passed already. I can't bear this pain and emptiness anymore. Well, we could go, I suppose. Son, if it's going to make you feel better, then I will take you. Really? Oh, thank you, Dad. I will feel so much better if I go. I know it. Puttaparthi is sacred and special. And I'm sure something amazing will happen to us there. Maybe Swami will appear before us and explain everything. After all, he has done that before for other devotees. We don't know that, Kishore. We don't know. Don't get your hopes up too high, son. A lot must have changed in Bhakti since Baba left. So don't expect it to be like in the videos we've seen of his darshan. I'm sorry, son. I don't mean to sound like a wet blanket.
Uncle, I have a question. What do wet blankets sound like?
Oh, you're right. I don't want to be a wet blanket. But Swami, he works in his own seemingly mysterious ways. It may frustrate us sometimes, but it is always for our best.
Oh, Uncle, do you think I can come with you, boy? I visited Parthi? Oh, dude, that would be so cool. Dude, I mean, Dad, can he come? Of course. If his parents allow it, that is. Oh, I'm sure they will. This is brilliant.
We rejoined the three in Sankalpa at the end of their first Samadhi darshan. David and his uncle are at peace, basking in the divine vibrations. Kishore's mind, though, is assailed by doubts as things aren't going as he had hoped.
Wow, these last 2 hours were just amazing. The Veda chanting was moving and the bhajans were grooving.
Sarah, there is no talking inside the Gulwant Hall. Please maintain silence inside the Gulwant Hall.
Yes, David. I could feel Swami's loving presence all around us.
What about you, Kishore? What was your first experience of Bhakti like?
Well, I could see, hear, or feel Swami around me. So, not the best, Dad. I feel so foolish for thinking Swami would appear before me and talk to me and give me undivided attention just because I came all the way from America? Well, Kish, there's your problem. You have such high expectations of Swami. Why not just enjoy your time in Bhakti?
Sairam, can you please tell your children to maintain silence? They are disturbing others' concentration.
Sairam, sir. I am sorry about that. Kishore,
Why do you insist that Swami should appear before you?
isn't it enough that you are here now in Buddha Bhakti? I understand Swami was like a mother to you, but he has been to so many others too. I don't mean to belittle your connection with him, son, but I do think you are having a rather strong reaction to his physical loss.
Okay, Dad. I never told you this, but there's a reason I'm so upset about never having seen Swami in person. 4 years ago, when we were still very new to Swami and his teachings, I had a dream one night of Swami, and he said, Kishore,
You must come to me and be with me. I have work for you, Bangaru. Come soon. Come soon. And that was it. But it felt so real. But why didn't you come to Parthi? Because I was still confused about Swami and unsure if the dream was real or, just a dream. I thought Swami would never call for me, of all people. And then, before I knew it, a couple of years had passed and the dream faded from my mind. But I did fall in love with Swami and everything about him. And I always told myself there was still time to go to Parthi. When Swami passed away, all of a sudden, I couldn't stop thinking of how he had called me to him all those years ago. He said he had work for me, and I ignored him.
But you didn't ignore him, Kishore. You did come here. And it's not too late. Remember, Swami is eternal and omnipresent. He knows you are here. I am sure he will give you the sign you desire. Just have faith.
Yeah, Kish, don't forget, Swami is Antaryami.
Spurred on by these rhyming words of wisdom, Kishore wrote letter after letter to Swami, begging for forgiveness, pleading for his purpose in life, and promising to carry out Swami's work. With every letter, he became more and more desperate. As penance, he even took an oath of silence till the day he left Parthi. Kishore was waiting, hoping, pleading. Adaram maduram